Hello, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video where this video today is going to be a lot different than my previous videos I make. It's something like different, I guess, right? So anyway, I'm going to be talking about the character bios in Black Ops 3 Zombies. So I'm going to be talking about Richtofen, Nikolai, Dempsey, and of course Takio. I'm going to be talking about those four characters, and the reason why I'm going to be talking about them is because Call of Duty, if you guys don't follow them on Twitter or Instagram and maybe Facebook. I don't follow them on Facebook, so I wouldn't know, and I don't have a Facebook account, in case you guys didn't know that. But anyway, I follow them on Twitter and Instagram, and they've been posting out these pictures of those four characters, and they have like this short paragraph just talking about that character, and it's kind of interesting, and I just thought for you Zombies fans out there, it might be kind of interesting, and I thought they were kind of interesting as well. Now, I haven't actually, I think I've read all of these, but I don't really remember anything they say. This isn't going to be like connected character stories to storyline type thing. I don't know. I'm not really the kind of guy who makes videos talking about the storyline for Black Ops 3 Zombies. But I just, maybe I'll talk about something a little bit, my thoughts and opinions on it, because I really don't know, like, I'm not really following it right now as, like, we speak. Like, I'm not really up to date, except for, I know I've done the Easter egg under Eisendraw, and we blow up the moon when you do that, so, I don't know. Anyway, let's just get right into it. So, let's see here. The first character we're going to do is Dempsey. His nationality is American, so he's an American soldier, or just an American in that, basically. And affiliation, which basically means his kind of job, like his career, I guess you can say, is an American Marine. So, yeah, he is an American soldier. So anyway, let's go read this paragraph here. Corporal Tank Dempsey, American hero, originally assigned to intercept Dr. Edward Richtofen in northern France. Dempsey now fights alongside Nikolai, Takio, and Richtofen as they attempt to put an end to the enemy war machine once and for all. Though he's seen more than his fair share of bloodshed, nothing could have prepared him for the events of Der Eisendrach. So, anyway, in case you guys didn't know, so you don't actually say it like Der Eisendrach. It's actually pronounced a lot differently. I can't remember how you pronounce it, honestly. But anyway, so Tank Dempsey, like it said in the very beginning, it said that he was assigned to intercept Dr. Edward Richtofen in northern France. In northern France, that was actually all the way back in Black Ops 2, if you guys remember, even if you guys even played Black Ops 2 back then. But it came from all the way back in Black Ops 2, the very last DLC that came out for that map, for the map pack, or for that game, I should say. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. But anyway, the very last map pack that came out for Black Ops 2, we got the map Origins, and that took place in northern France. And that's basically, Origins is like the one multiplayer map where it kind of started it all for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Not really so much Shadows of Evil, well, kind of in a way, but northern France is like in Origins, the map Origins. Those are the characters that we've been seeing in the Giant and Der Eisendrach, and now that we're going to see it in Zusupsai Cayman, say the new Zombies map name. It's coming out here soon for PlayStation 4, and then of course a month later for PC and Xbox users. But yeah, so yeah, that's just a little bit information of Tank Dempsey, which is kind of interesting. So he was supposed to do something to Edward Richtofen, and now he's fighting along with him and of course the other two people. And now, then, like, the very last sentence, it says, though he's seen more than his fair share of bloodshed, nothing could have prepared him for the events of Der Eisendrach, which is kind of interesting because what it's basically saying right there is that in Der Eisendrach, not only did you blow up the moon, but Tank Dempsey here actually killed himself. Not, like, literally, he didn't, like, take a gun and point it to his head and killed himself. There was actually, like, another alternate reality version of him, which I think I'm saying this right. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but there's like another version of him that was in this pod, and he like kind of killed himself. And so yeah, I find that quite interesting because Richtofen killed himself. Now Tank Dempsey killed himself. In this next map, I bet it's gonna be Takio that kills himself because the kind of island they're on is around this Japan type area, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, there's the little bit of information for Tank Dempsey. Now let's go into Edward Richtofen here. So Edward Richtofen, his nationality is German. So yeah, he's a German. Yeah, he's just German, pretty much. His affiliation, his job, basically, is Group 9 through 5. He's a scientist. We know that. In a former life, the sadistic Dr. Edward Richtofen stood at the forefront of research into the mysterious element 115 and its potential applications for Group 9 through 5's Wonder Weapon program. Now, his grand plans for a brave new world guide him down a dangerous path toward an uncertain future. So, really not much, actually. Honestly, I'll be completely honest with you guys, for me personally, this isn't really that much information that I've just read out loud to you guys. And I do apologize if I'm not the best reader, honestly. Like, I'm the type of guy who like reads to myself. I never read out loud. I think we can all agree upon that. But anyway, I knew Edward Richtofen was German. I knew he worked for Group 935. And then, of course, he's using Element 115 as research to build wonder weapons, and he's making different plans within stuff. And 115 is also what caused the zombies, apocalypse, and all that kind of stuff, too, so kind of screwed things over in a way. But yeah, that is basically a little bit of information about Richtofen. There isn't really that much to tell, but kind of a little bit more information that I can tell you guys is that in northern France, the map Origins, way back in Black Ops 2, in the very beginning of cutscene, you see him kind of opening the head of Maxis, of Dr. Maxis, and it's kind of funny because you use, in that map, you can make a buildable where it's kind of like this flying drone. It's kind of like similar to the Talon in Black Ops 3 or the Dragonfire in Black Ops 2, where you would build this item and you use Dr. Maxis's brain, actually, to kind of like Maxis's brain is the one controlling the robot. I don't know, it's kind of funny, actually, and it can also revive players, which I thought was pretty cool. But to be completely honest with you, I never actually used that thing too much. But yeah, there's a little bit of information about Dr. Edward Richtofen. He's kind of a mysterious character. I'll be completely honest with you. That's everything I read out loud is something kind of I already know, but maybe you guys kind of thought it interesting. So anyway, let's go on to the Russian here, called Nikolai Bolinsky. So his nationality, like I said, he's Russian. His affiliation is the Red Army. But if you guys don't know what the Red Army is, the Red Army is actually a Russian, like, pretty much a Russian army. It's a Russian army. It's a military program that's all Russians, basically. So that's what the Red Army is, in case you guys didn't know that. So anyway, forgotten and abandoned on the front lines of Europe, Red Army Sergeant Nikolai Bolinsky has learned to survive and endured even in the darkest of times. His loyalty to the motherland has seen him battle his own demons, overcoming personal trials that few have ever truly understood. So, a little bit interesting there. What's something I didn't know that now that I read this, that he was a sergeant in the Red Army. I didn't know he kind of had like a high rank in the Red Army. I actually did not know that. And in case you guys didn't know this, I don't know. Actually, what kind of confusing to me is that. So if we take from Origins to the Giants to Der Eisendrache to this next map, right? Are these characters besides Richtofen, of course, like, is their memories wiped out? I don't think they are. I think these characters that we see now, like these 4 original characters that we see now in the zombies maps, I don't think they're brainwashed yet, because if we look back at the older Call of Duty games, where if you go back to Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and World at War, yeah, I think World at War had the original characters, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, when we had these same characters, but it was like the older version, like in Black Ops 1 and World at War, like I said, I think they were brainwashed, and I know Nikolai for sure was brainwashed, because he would keep talking about how he was obsessed with vodka but couldn't remember like anything else. Like, he remembered his name, but like for some reason he thought he was obsessed with vodka or something like that. So I don't know, like, it's really very interesting, honestly. Like, the way Treyarch like tries to make us figure these things out is absurd, honestly. Like, they like this information, for example, like, they actually are handing us actual factual information, but there are still loads of questions out there that still need to be answered, but we have to figure them out, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, there's a little bit of Nikolai Bolinsky. And another thing I want to talk about Nikolai Bolinsky was that a while ago, I think it was before Der Eisendrache even came out, there was this little short clip, actually, about Nikolai Bolinsky. It was like a video bio of him, and it's kind of interesting because what you saw, Nikolai was sitting at a fire, and it was the same setting you see in the main menu of Black Ops 3. Like, have you guys ever wondered that? Have you ever wondered why they chose that main menu for Black Ops 3 Zombies to look like your character is sitting at a fire? I don't understand that. I'm not really sure why they decided to make him sit at a fire, but anyway, in this Nikolai bio that Call of Duty uploaded. I don't know if Call of Duty uploaded on their channel or maybe Treyarch uploaded on their channel. I'm not 100% sure. But they uploaded a bio where like Nikolai, I guess, had a wife and a family, and I want to say they died. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'll have a link in the description below so you guys can see this out, can like see this. But yeah, he's the only character so far that they've made a video of. Maybe they'll come out with another one soon because the next DLC is coming out. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of pattern they're doing here, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. I'll have to try and find the video and see if I can have a link in the description for you guys in case you haven't seen it. But anyway, let's go on to our last character here called Takio Misaki. I think that's how you say it, Misaki. Geez, I didn't think I could pronounce that right, but I might even be pronouncing it right. But anyway, Takio, his nationality is Japanese. He's a Japanese person. His affiliation is Imperial Japanese Army. So yeah, he's another soldier. He's part of the Japanese Army. And fun fact, which you guys, I think we all know this, he has a samurai sword, which is badass. We all know that. Anyway, Captain Takio Misaki comes from a noble family that has dutifully served the Emperor for decades. After the events of Deatails, Takio's unwavering sense of loyalty will be tested as he fights alongside Tank, Nikolai, and Richtofen in their quest to secure better tomorrow. So my prediction is right, actually. This is my prediction. I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier in the video, but basically my prediction was that in this next map called Suzutsu no Shima or something like that. I can't even pronounce the dang name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It starts with a Z and then it's like no Shima, basically. Anyway, that map takes place on an island, and it's a kind of Japanese island. It's the same island, actually, that took place in Shinonuma, which was a map back in World at War. So anyway, he says he comes from a noble family. He serves the Emperor, which of course the Emperor is what they call their leader in Japan. And so after Deatails, it's basically telling us that he's gonna have to kill himself, I feel like. And the reason why I kind of think this is because they already released the cutscene trailer for this next map. And it was kind of an interesting trailer because it seemed like it was focusing on Takio. If you guys watch it, and maybe watch it again and again, you'll kind of notice that it's focused on Takio because they're captured by Japanese soldiers, and of course Takio is a Japanese soldier, and like I think these Japanese soldiers were kind of like focusing on Takio in a way. And I don't know, I feel like this whole map is going to be based on Takio, where like Deatails was kind of based on Dempsey. So I don't know, I feel like in this next map, Takio Misaki is gonna have to find his older self, like the World at War and Black Ops 1 version of himself. It's kind of weird saying how there's like two different versions of him, but he's gonna have to find the other version of himself and kill himself, just like Richtofen and Tank Dempsey did. That's my prediction. And then of course in the next map after Zutsu, whatever the next map might be after this second DLC, I bet it's going to be not Richtofen, but Nikolai. Nikolai's going to have to kill himself, and then of course there's going to be a final map, which of course is probably going to be something epic. The fourth DLC map is probably going to be something super epic. It's probably going to like explain everything to us, and I don't know. But yeah, those are all for the characters. Those are the 4 character bios I am sharing with you guys. That is pretty interesting, honestly. I find how Treyarch, I'm very happy that Treyarch actually gave out actual factual information, just a little bit information about these characters. And yeah, very interesting. It's giving us questions in our head. It's answering some questions, but it's also putting more questions in our head that we just really want to answer. And yeah, basically that's pretty much it. But you know, I just find it like awesome. I think Treyarch does an amazing job on zombies. I am so impressed how they can implement a story into like just zombies maps. And basically, you just have to survive them. But of course, they added the Easter egg steps, which of course give out a lot more information about, of course, the story and all such. I mean, I don't really cover Black Ops 3 Zombies on my channel. This is like probably the very first video I've ever made about Black Ops 3 Zombies and talking about its story a little bit. But I've always been fascinated by zombies, and I really don't upload videos like this about Black Ops 3 Zombies that often, and I don't know, I really enjoyed making this video. I'm glad I shared it with you guys, and hopefully, just hopefully I don't get copyrighted for showing those pictures, because, well, I don't know, I'm just kind of afraid that's going to happen, but I guess I'll find out. If it gets copyrighted, then you guys probably won't even be seeing this video, and I'm basically talking to no one but my microphone. But anyway, like like I want you guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, basically. I really, really do, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I find this to be very good information. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to drop a like down below, and also down below, I want you to do a comment, anything you guys want, just comments on whatever's on your mind, comment something about I talked about, something that you guys saw, anything really, just comment down below. I really appreciate it. Love reading comments, and I always like replying to them. But anyway, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a rating for whatever you guys feel this video deserves, and I shall catch you guys later.